Hello, Clive. It's not live. Oh, it's live. Sorry, it's live. Sorry. Okay, no worries. Okay, Clive, we've got a War and Peace. Someone sent me War and Peace for $20, which is very kind of them. Okay, I was going to start reading it here. Here we go. This is War and Peace for $20. Hi, Archie.
Christ!
Holy
God!
Yeah. I just sent you, I'm going to read through it quickly. I just sent you $20 your way and want to know what you think of my collection. By the way, you're effing man on the moon. Nasty effers out there. They're jealous because you're wearing a Patek. I started watching your channel when I started back in 2013 when I was in high school, and I've always loved watches ever since the James Bond movies as a kid and fell in love with Omega and Rolex. I love the Omega Moonwatch story and always loved NASA and the space program and would have become an astronaut if not for my vision. The state of Indiana just barely gave me a driver's license, but I'm rambling and that's not relevant. I started buying and selling watches based on your advice, and it paid for my education at Ball State University. Go Cardinals. Following your advice, I always bought secondhand because retail is for suckers, and I like the idea that powerful, important people probably wore these watches before me. The first watch I bought was an Omega Speedmaster reduced on eBay for $1,100 with the hexalite glass because sapphire speedies are for idiots. Yes, I know it's not the moon watch, but I'm a small guy. And I've also had an active person and doing a lot of running and rock climbing and insane stuff like that because I'm bipolar too and don't care. Yada, yada, yada. I'm jumping out of it. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, I also wore that watch when I gave a TEDx talk at Ball State to support Orbis International, the eye hospital that Omega watches support, and Daniel Craig is the spokesman for. I do care a lot about the cause to prevent and cure blindness. Since I am legally blind and people have told me my entire life I can't do things because of my vision. My second watch, was a beautiful Rolex Oyster Date Precision Manual Wine 6694, I think, and I loved it. I bought it from a guy in Pakistan, yada, yada, yada. What does he say here? I ended up selling it for around $2,400 to some big shot lawyer in California. Okay. Jeez, I don't know how this is relevant, but the other Rolex I had was a simple stainless steel vintage Oyster and can't remember the reference, yada, yada, yada. I paid $1,900, sold it for $4,000 to some chump lawyer. I don't think he likes lawyers, by the way, Clive. The next watch was a beautiful Jaeger-LeCoultre from the 40s. That was marked LeCoultre, had the same movement as the reverse, but the reference and movement number, da-da-da-da-da. Yada, yada, yada. Some other... I gave...
Jesus Christ.
Okay, now, the other watch I had was a Vacheron Constantin Franken watch. Ooh, this is getting ugly. He made a mistake. Okay. My current watch, thank God. At least he's getting to current now, the last paragraph. My current watch is a vintage Omega automatic with Geneve... Just because it says Geneve, I don't think that's a Geneve seal. That's just Geneve they put on there. Geez. This guy has to learn how to use paragraphs. You know that, Clive? My attorney... Oh, Jesus Christ. I thank God I'm a small guy because it saves me money. My attorney friend who I sold the LeCoultre to have a Speedmaster Professional Moon, and it is beautiful. I also met a guy at a bar who had a two-tone... I mean, are we going to bar story? I mean, for God's sake, what watches does he have? This is just painful. This is very painful. I'm only 22. I've had a lot of accomplishments and fun buying and selling watches. P.S. I took a picture of my Omega Geneve and posted it on Facebook. Okay, so thanks for your input. What does he actually own, Clive? Can you honestly read between these lines and tell me What the hell does he actually own? I'm lost. Oh, here we go. My question is, should I keep this Omega? This is the reduced, or sell it and buy the beautiful Omega Speedmaster reduced? Clive, I don't know what to say. This guy's kind of this letter doesn't make sense. Can you please fill me in? Please fill me in. You're the brains trust here.
Well, I'd like to, but he hates attorneys. So if I was going to read anything or give advice, he'd listen. He'd reject it out of hand. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ! I'll pull at this. My current watch is a beautiful. Okay, yeah.
Well,
I had. So let's quit talking about. Are we going to talk about watches he's had, or just talk about watches? I mean, it looks like
I don't understand. I don't understand this stuff because this is he's had.
Okay.
There's no point talking about watches he's had and they're gone. You know, I mean,
right.
I don't understand. What watch does he have now? I don't understand.
Omega Genève.
That's it, is it?
Caliber 681 for my research. Buy back home for summer. And I haven't had a chance to have my guy Mary's Jewelers look at it. I'd pop off the back and look at it, but I don't want to F anything up. I used to do that on the Rolexes, check their authenticity, but don't tell Rolex because they get real anal about people opening up their watches. Anyway, I got a steal on eBay, $250. The guy who sold to me said the power reserve wasn't working on her, some crap like that, but I haven't seen any problems after a month wearing it. I guess the guy is just retarded and... yeah, just pull up the Genève.
Pull up the Genève?
Yeah, does he have a picture of it at least, or is he just gonna? I know a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I think maybe he figured since he already included 2,000 words, he doesn't have to include a picture.
And you know what? He sends me the picture in full resolution, and it crashes my browser. I don't know what to say with some people. You know that, Clive? Sorry, I don't understand this. Do you?
Let me see. No, that's the...
Okay, I've got a picture of it, Clive. It's ugly. Do you sure you want to see it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at it.
Okay, I'm just opening it up now. It's out of focus photo too, Clive. I think he's not lying about his eyesight because he's taken this photo and I think he's had Vaseline on the lens. There we go.
Jeez, you can't even... It's a yellow... I see a yellow dot. Well, it's decent enough looking. How big is it?
I think it's gold-plated. He doesn't even tell me.
Oh,
I mean,
gold-plated?
For the 4 pages of text he's written, he doesn't even tell me. I think it's plated. Just because it has Genève doesn't mean it's Geneva seal. He's got this wrong, Clive.
Well, maybe you just read the email in its entirety and then just end with "cool story, brah," and then end the review.
I don't understand this guy. Do you?
Yeah.
He bought this. My current watch is a beautiful Omega automatic with Genève seal. It's not Geneva seal. It's just a Genève. That's 2 different things, my friend.
I think it's caliber 681 from my research. Okay, yeah.
He goes on here and says, "I used."
No, he does have one attorney that's a friend. I'd like to point that out for him. Who sold the LeCoultre. Well, I sold the LeCoultre to, had a Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch, and it was beautiful. I also met a guy at the local bar who's, yeah.
My question is, should I keep this Omega or sell it and get rid of this Omega? It's a shitter.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. This is not a Geneva seal watch. It is a ugly, horrid Omega.
Yeah, well, and he bought it for $250 off eBay.
This is like listening to Muzak. You know that this is like listening to Muzak. It's painful at the best of times.
Alexa, play Muzak.
Here's a station you might like. Britt Nicole from Amazon Music.
That's not music. Alexa, shut up. That's not music.
No.
No.
Clive,
Well,
I don't know what to say here.
okay, so-
I don't understand what the hell is wrong with it. What can we give this advice? Can we give this kid some advice? What should he do?
Save you like your friends Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Save up and go to Joma Shop.
But he's saying it's too big for him. It's too big. He needs to get the reduced because he's only a small guy.
Then go to eLadyBoy and get a reduced off there, and you can get one of the Asian midget bracelets. The reduced, like I said, we saw reduced over there on eLadyBoy.
I don't understand what this guy is trying to get at. I don't understand what he's getting at. Do you?
Yes, I'm ambitious, but all people that own luxury watches. Hope this email finds you well, Archie, and thanks for the input. I'll send you $4 your way because I just realized that $20 probably wasn't quite enough. I'll send you the money next month and ask you to review my cigar collection if that's cool. I'm only 22, but I've had a lot of accomplishments, a lot of fun buying and selling watches, and want to personally thank you for getting me into the watch collecting game. Well, at least he has enough sense to thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, $250, $250 for that, for the Omega. That's no biggie. No biggie.
It is garbage, but isn't it? It is garbage, isn't it?
Well, he paid garbage money for it, so no big loss.
Look,
yeah, just go on eLadyBoy and find Omega Speedmaster Reduced, and there you go.
But definitely get rid of that one. Wouldn't you recommend?
I don't know, $250 is even worth it.
You must admit, that is a confused puppy, isn't he, or not? What do you think?
Well, maybe he wrote it right after coming back from the bar. Just keep watching the Archie Luxury channel. Actually, yeah, and actually, yeah, the paid. Ask for a review, or maybe it's for paid advice. Get the Omega Speedmaster Reduced, $1,400 on eLadyBoy, and there you go.
Yeah,
What you can be proud of.
What you can be proud of. Okay.
Right,
Clive. Let's just wrap it up. That's another live show. We will have you on again. Thank you so much for partaking, and thank you so much, Clive.